Hey there guys, and welcome to another episode of NU-locke, a Pokemon Black Never Used Tier Nuzlocke challenge. Before I begin, I first want to thank you guys for all the support you've shown for this series. This is a pretty small channel, so every comment, every like means a lot. The fact that there's more than 10 views and they're not all just from me, it blows my mind. It completely blows my mind sky high. Basically what I'm trying to say is, you guys are the best, you guys are awesome. This is why I make videos, because you guys you're just so much love. Okay, I can handle the field, so let's get rolling. In the last episode, we captured Phoenix the Pidoof and Bandage Girl the Munna. In between episodes, I did a little bit of grinding just to get both Phoenix and Bandage Girl up to the same level as our party compatriots. So with Phoenix, we now have access to Quick Attack, and we also now have access to Psybeam on Bandage Girl because Psywave is a terrible move that has terrible accuracy, terrible power, it's just not good. So now we have Stab! Bandage Girl can stab things now! So in today's episode, we need to head over to the Wellspring Cave. But before that, let's go trounce on some preschoolers, because they're just kind of hanging over right here. Plus, we could use the extra experience. I don't fight you, but I do fight you, though. I feel invincible when I'm surrounded by all the smiles of children and Pokemon! Well, we should fix that. This playfield is about to become a battlefield. Plus, this will also give us a chance to check out Phoenix's new moves. We have not seen any love from Phoenix or Bandage Girl, so we can use these battles to try them out in the field. So Phoenix has better physical attack than he does special attack, so we're gonna go for a Quick Attack. And that does a decent amount of damage. Not the best damage, but it's still pretty decent. While I was grinding, a couple of thoughts crossed my mind. Now, when I received the berries from Sharon back in Striton City, I made the comment that you can't get berries from the overworld, and while this is indeed true, we should be able to handle this, Munna. While this is indeed true, you can still get berries from Pokemon in the field. There are some Pokemon that will hold a berry. For example, a Audino holds an Aron Berry about like 50% of the time, a Blitzo holds a Cherry Berry about 50% of the time. We're gonna switch into Chrono because we have Dark type attacks. The Time Pull line holds the Parasm Berry, I believe it's pronounced. And that's the berry that removes paralysis, which is handy. So it's not that we can't get berries, it's just that we first need to find access to something that with Thief or something that can take items from our opponents. And once we do that, then we'll be able to get berries no problem. I can just sit there and grind for berries for a couple of hours. And let's switch over to Bandage Girl. Let's give her some work. Hey, trainer, have a battle with me. Okay. Look at this kid, he's so adorable. He's got a Panpour. I have a Panpour too! It's a queen! It's a he! It's a he queen! Alright, let's see what a Stab Psybeam does to this Panpour. Ooh, look at that damage! That is so good! So for the remainder of this series, I am going to have to keep a good eye out for something that can learn Thief or a way to get Thief. If we're able to do this, then that means I should be able to get a lot more items that our Pokemon can hold on to. And doing so, that will increase our strategic diversity. For example, I believe the Venipedes in... I don't remember what the place is called. It's one of the forests that we're going to have access to fairly shortly. But the Venipedes in there, they have access to something called Poison Point. 5% of all Venipedes hold onto it, so if we can steal one, that means we'll be able to get an item that will give a 20% boost to all poison type attacks. Likewise, I believe the Marcactus that are available in the Desert Resort, those hold Miracle Seeds about 5% of the time, which means that we can get items that will boost up our grass type attacks. Lick, that should be fine. Lick is fairly... Yeah, that's super effective. That did 8 damage. This is easy peasy. Bandage Girl, you are just too beast. See, even the little girl knows. Trainer, you're too strong. So let me guess. We had a Panpour, we had a Panseer, you have to have a Pansage. Can we talk about this for a minute? The fact that we have preschoolers fighting us? We're fighting preschoolers. I mean, actually I don't even think they're necessarily preschoolers. I think this is like the equivalent of age 5 for Japanese students? I guess that would be about right. But yes, we are entering this playground and we are beating preschoolers' partner Pokemon and taking their lunch money. I don't feel so good about myself. Okay, so in today's episode, we need to head over to the Wellspring Cave and we need to rescue the Pokemon of this cute little girl. They ran inside here. Yes, we're good. We're good. Giru! This bothersome bunch doesn't really listen to reason. Oh, we're gonna kick their ass then. Honestly, I legitimately thought this was going to be a double battle because Sharon's standing right next to me. I do believe we do have a double battle with Sharon at some point, but I don't remember when. Oh well, Phoenix is going to be more than enough. You try to lower my defense? Please, you can't lower the defense of my big, giant, glorious pecs! Yes. Whoa, 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 come on, come on, come on. What? How can we lose when we have right on our side? Not bad. Now return that Pokemon to that girl. You don't need to return it. How troublesome! Not only do you fail to understand, but you're actually got in their way to boot! There's 2 of you and 2 of us! We'll show our combined power and teach you we are right! So there are more of them. Still, why are Pokemon robbers acting so self-righteous? Keru, we've been friends our whole lives. We've got each other's back when it comes to stuff like this. Let's show them how it's done! Okay, here's the double battle. I knew there was a double battle somewhere in this cave. Don't drag me down, Sharon. Okay, 2 Pat Rats. So as long as we don't trigger their bide, we should be okay. Let's see, I believe Leer hits 1 target, Growl will hit 2 of them. Let's go for Growl. This way we can lower their physical attack and then make them do less damage to us. Fight on Phoenix, barely does anything. Wow, getting up on Phoenix. Wow, you were just asking for it. Let's go for a quick attack. Yes, please, hit Tippet. Hit Tippet, not me. Come on, Cherry, you gotta be doing more damage. Quick attack. Ah, screw your detect. Plasma! In order to liberate Pokemon from foolish people, we will take their Pokemon. Whatever, what a waste of time. Come on, what reason did you possibly justify stealing Pokemon from people, especially a teeny little girl? Pokemon trainers like you are making Pokemon suffer. What do you mean trainers are making Pokemon suffer? I don't get it at all. We'll give you back the Pokemon, but be aware this is how Pokemon suffer from being used by people. Someday, open your eyes to your own complicity. Trainers bring out their Pokemon strength. Pokemon believe in their trainers and respond to that. I don't understand what makes that but blah blah. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, we are currently inside the Wellspring Cave, which means we get a capture. I am going to flip one of my other Pokemon to the front. Monty appears to have picked up an item while we were in battle. What did you pick up, Monty? I need to take things from you, not to give things to you. Oh, we got a Great Ball! That's perfect timing! Okay, inside this cave, we can capture a Woobat or a Roggenrola. Both Gigalith and Swoobat are in the NU tier, so both of them are available for capture. Now, technically, we can also capture a Drillbur here by going into the Shaking Sand. However, the evolved form of Drillbur, the Excalibur, it is in the OU tier, I believe, and we can't use OU Pokemon in this Nuzlocke, so we will not be capturing a Drillbur. Personally, I would prefer the Roggenrola myself, simply because early rock types are always super handy. The Woobat would have been okay too. Now, the really handy thing about Roggenrolas is that they carry the Sturdy ability. So, if they go from full HP to 0 HP, they will always survive with 1 hit point. So I have no qualms about using a Vine Whip whatsoever. And it survived, that is impressive. Let's go for a Tackle, that shouldn't do too much damage. Okay, I need a nickname for you. So you are a rock type, you're female, so what can I possibly name you? Okay, if we're going with the theme of games for names, then the obvious nickname would be Rockman, otherwise known as Mega Man in the West. But this thing is female, so instead what I'm going to name it is... I'm going to name you Roll, after Roll.exe from the Mega Man Battle Network series. I really like Roll as a character. It's one of my favorite navis to have in my folder, in my chip battle folder. So we're gonna go with this. And I also see an item over there, so let's just whip on over there and grab it. Oh, hey, what do you know? I was just talking about getting Thief. We have the Thief TM! Perfect! We now also have a Dark type attack that can teach things. And it's Outspring, apparently! Because that's what my clock is like. That's cool! So I will meet you back at the Pokemon Center. We're going to come back, we'll take on this trainer that's hanging out in the bush, and then we are going to make our way over to Nacrene City. I'm not even going to bother with the plot. Okay, now that we are healed up, let's take a quick look at Roll, who is currently sitting inside the PC. So let's see, it's a Calm Nature. I believe that increases special defense, but it decreases attack. Why do I keep getting natures that decrease my attack? I need that. That's not the worst thing in the world, but Roggenrola don't have particularly good special defense to begin with, so getting a boost in there isn't going to be overly helpful. That's fine, though. Let's see, we also have access to Tackle, Harden, Sand Attack, and Headbutt, and it's also holding an Everstone. Nice! I don't really need the Everstone right now, simply because I'm not breeding Pokemon and that's primarily what it is used for. And there's no Pokemon I want to hold off evolution on just yet. It's also occurring to me that there's also a bunch of items hanging around in the Dream Yard that I haven't grabbed yet. So we're gonna montage quickly through and see what we can find. During this time, we found 1 potion, 1 repel, 1 Pokeball, 1 Dusk Ball, 1 X Speed, 1 Super Potion, and 1 Great Ball. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. That was a lot of stuff I ended up finding, and a lot of it was pretty useful. Except for the X Speed. I'm never gonna use that. And you, my good sir, are experience fodder that gets interrupted by a Lillipup. Which I'm gonna cut out right now. Wait a minute. I remember you. You're the one with the Pat Rat Army. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Let's go for some growths then. You know what? That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna do a bunch of growths, and I'm just gonna sweep your entire team. Bide? Don't care. Have a 2 times boosted Flying Whip. Ooh, and Atlas wants to learn Leaf Tornado. I want that. Now let's see, Leaf Tornado has 90 accuracy, it's especially based, but has 65 power and can lower accuracy. That's really good. Flying Whip's pretty handy just because it has better accuracy and it's physically based. So let's get rid of Wrap. I don't use Wrap that often. There are situations I can see where Wrap might be handy, but it's just not really that worth it. Now let's go for a Leaf Tornado. My Tornado versus your Gust. Who will win? 6 damage. That did 6 damage from a super effective attack. Granted, we're 7 levels higher, but still, I was expecting a lot more from that Gust. Atlas, he just doesn't care. Tactical attacks? Nope. Flying type attacks? Nah. Bites? Nope. Oh, that's right, we also get berries from the breeders. I forgot about that. Good to note. And we get another repel. Nice. I also completely forgot about this, but you can also rest at the daycare center instead of going all the way back to the Pokemon Center. Which is fine, because I wanted to go check out Roll anyways. Speaking of Roll, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave Roll on the PC for the time being. We are rocking a lot of normal types right now. We have 2 normal types, plus we have Phoenix, who is also partially normal type, but I think we'll be okay. Before I end today's episode, I definitely want to make it all the way to Nacrene City if possible. Ooh, Monty wants on takedown. Ooh, but do I want takedown though? Takedown has 90 power. That's really powerful this early on in the game, but it doesn't actually have 85 and does recoil damage. Usually these kinds of moves are pretty good, but in a Nuzlocke not so much, because you need all the HP you can get. But at the same time though, I mean Odor Sleuth. I mean, how could I possibly live without Odor Sleuth? It's a tough choice, but I'm gonna have to make it. Oh, I'm gonna run. Oh, Air Cutter! I want Air Cutter. 55 power, 95 accuracy, but more crits. Let's see, do I want Growl at all? We'll just get rid of Gust. Let's see, do you give me anything? Nope. Do you give me anything? Nope. Do you give me anything? I'm literally just mashing the A button. No, neither. Neither. Sharon? I hear tutorial music! Stop! Please! Oh, you're gonna give me stuff. Oh, I'm okay with this. For once, I'm actually glad to hear the tutorial music. Alrighty, in the next episode, we are going to be taking on the Nakreen City Gym Leader, Lenora. Lenora uses nothing but normal types, but her two Pokemon are level 18 and level 20. So, in between episodes, I am going to have to do a little bit of grinding to get our team members roughly around that same area. Her two Pokemon hit really hard, so I'm going to have to come up with some kind of strategy to combat this. As always, thank you guys so very much for watching this, and I hope to see you next time. Laters!